And it's time for another dividend income update, and in this video we're going to take a look at my results for the month of May because I received 10 dividend paychecks. Today I'm gonna go over how my portfolio is doing, what were my buys and sells, who paid me those dividend paychecks, and how much I got in total for the month of May. But before we begin, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Jed and I post personal finance and dividend investing videos and pretty much anything related to money. But right now I am documenting my journey in paying off my student loans. So if you're interested in seeing how everything unfolds, you just want to show your support, then please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and also sharing this video. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the main thing. Alright, so here we are on my Webull's dashboard. As you can see, my net account value as of today is $8,335.80 with an open PNL of $106.83, or an increase or a gain of 1.34%. Then as you can see, I still have a cash balance of $263.74 because I forgot to use this in my previous month. But anyway, let's take a look at my positions right here. I have 14. Let's start with Stag right here, and then I have WBD or Warner Brothers Discovery, EPD, AbbVie, JP Morgan Chase, MMM or 3M, ABR, Main, NYCB, PDI, Good, Store, and then lastly we have GNL. Now let's take a look at my top 5 movers and top 5 losers for the month of May, or maybe even like June, because now I'm recording this on June. But let's go right here. Let's take a look at my, there you go, positions. We have Stag right here, still the same with $131.40, or a 12.13% increase. Now, if you notice here, WBD is on the second. I am not going to include that one as one of my movers because I really don't know if I can compare this to anything at all. I got it because I owned AT&T back then. So there you go, I have 7. I'm not gonna include this one anyway. But if we move forward right here, EPD is going to be my top 2. So top 2 right here, EPD, $116.72, or a 26.10% increase. Third is AbbVie. We have $112.75, or an 18.25% increase. And then we got O right here, $62.52, or a 6.64% increase. And lastly, we have JPM with $12.62, or a 5.12%. So those are the top 5 movers in my portfolio. Now let's take a look at my bottom 5 losers as of today. So we have GNL here at the top or at the bottom, the very bottom here, with $200.80, or a 15.30% loss. And then we have Store right here, $53.41, or an 11.47% decrease. Next is Good with $43.82, or a 4.16% decrease. Then PDI, $43.75, or an 8.38% decrease. And then finally, we have NYCB at $39.26, or a 20.04% decrease. Percentage-wise though, the biggest loser in my portfolio right now is NYCB with 20% loss. And then the biggest gainer, at least in percentage-wise, is EPD with a 26.10% increase. That is pretty much insane. If I can just like make a comment right here as well, one thing that I've noticed with my portfolio right now is a lot of the REITs that I have hasn't exactly been performing really well, or at least relatively, you know, they're kind of like stagnating. Now, if you look here, Stag, and then O was actually one of my biggest gainers back then. Stag at some point reached $40 or maybe even $41, and then O reached $70. But now they're kind of like stagnating around those price ranges. So Stag probably around 33 to 35, and then after that O is now within 65, 67, 68, which is, I don't really have much idea as to why that is happening. Maybe it has something to do with inflation, with everything that's happening around, which is very, very interesting because when inflation is on the rise, usually REITs kind of like go up as well in price because a lot of people are buying those dividend stocks or those REIT stocks to combat against inflation. I don't know why that's happening, because if you look here at my bottom losers, or at least the positions that I have that are on the red right now, ABR is there, Good, and then Store and GNL is also there. So I don't really know what is happening out there. Maybe there are some people who are more in tune with the market, can't explain what is going on. But anyway, that is just my observation. Let's take a look at my buys and sells for the month of May. All right, so I went ahead and put in the filters right here. I only have one buy right here, and as you can see, it was canceled. I put a limit order of 5 shares of Good at the price of $19.10, but unfortunately at that time it did not go through because it never reached reach that price. So there you go, this section here is pretty much done. I did not buy or sell anything for the month of May. So let's take a look at my dividend records now, because that's pretty much why you're here. Let's go dividend records right here, and let's make sure the filter is correct. And here we are, my dividends for the month of May. Let's take a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. I got 10 like I said earlier. But anyway, let's take a look at the first one right here. AT&T, even though I sold this before, I still got some dividends because I was still a shareholder before I sold it, and then I was within the ex-dividend date. So I got $8.33 on the 2nd of May. And same date as well, PDI or PIMCO Dynamic, I received $4.63. Next, we have EPD here on the 12th of May. They paid me $9.30. And then on the 13th of May, I received $3.21 from O. And on the same date as well, $2.15 from Main Street Capital. And then on the 16th of May from AbbVie, I received $4.23. And then on the same day too, $4.38 from Stag Industrial. And then on the 19th, I received $2.72 from NYCB, which is totally not bad. And then on the 31st of May, $7.60 from ABR and $6.27 from Good or Gladstone Commercial on the same date as well. So if you total everything together, I received $52.82 for the month of April, which is totally amazing. I really love that I am seeing this type of growth. I really want to make sure that I am growing my dividends every month at least. I know in the past months, I've never kind of like seen this straight up growth because a lot of my dividends are basically staggered. I am really working towards getting to that level, and that's why I wanted to make sure that all my data is kind of like put in my spreadsheet and that I can see them all the time. Anyway, let's move over to my monthly, quarterly, and yearly comparisons. Now for the month of May, I received, like I said, $52.82, but compared to previous month, I received $58.58. I am down $5.76 for that. Now for my previous quarter, which was February 2022, I received $50.36, but now I received $52, so that is up by $2.46. Now for my previous year, May 2021, I received $31.56, but luckily today I received $52.82, so that is up by a staggering amount of $21.26. So there you go. That is a pretty amazing comparison. Even though I have one down amount, you know, that is still okay with me because like I said, I feel like I keep saying that I'm okay with some of these things because I feel like that's the point of having this dividend portfolio anyway. You don't want to stress too much about it. But anyway, I would also like to add this data moving forward. Now I want to calculate my monthly average on two things. First is basically my year to date and also my trailing 12 month. And the main purpose of me adding this data set to my calculation is so that I can see whether or not I'm actually performing better compared to previous months or previous performances. Anyway, let's move on to the numbers here. The first number I want to share with you guys is my year to date monthly average. So for my year to date, I've already received $237.51. That's basically from January to May, and if I calculate it, then my monthly average would turn out to be $19.79, and then my quarterly average would be $59.38. And that is obviously not a very accurate number because I only counted up to what I received today, and then I have divided them based on the number of months and based on the number of quarters for the entire year. So I am still missing at least like 7 months of data here, so those are not the right numbers. These numbers could still change once I add more data to my data set. Now, as for my trailing 12-month monthly average, I am now at $39.20. If I was to compare this to my April number, I also calculated that one. It was at $38.83. A month prior to that, which was March, I was at $38.04. And then on February, my trailing 12 month was $36.01. So as you can see, I'm actually growing my dividends every month, at least for now. Now, I still don't know if this trailing 12 month will actually go down, but at least this is giving me some sense that my dividends for the past 12 months have been growing steadily. So there you go, guys. Those are my numbers for the month of May. May was a very slow month for me, to be honest. Even though there were some dips here and there, I wasn't really focused on my stock portfolio because I was more focused on my crypto investments. If you've watched my previous video, which was my net worth update, and even earlier I mentioned this as well, I forgot to use my deposit for May. This just basically goes to show my lack of attention introduction to my stock portfolio today. Now, to be honest, I don't really have too many plans for the month of June for this portfolio, aside from, using the deposit I have from last month and then also use my deposit for this month and then just simply add more to my current positions. Like I've been saying in my previous videos, getting this portfolio to a point where it is working for itself is the goal. This stream of passive income needs to be a completely passive one, while paying me dividends that can be safely used for my personal needs. So even though we are not experiencing some crazy bull run for this market, this is the right time for me to build and load up on those shares. Some of the stocks that I own are still in the red, so this is the perfect time for me to start scooping up some shares. Now that way, when the right time comes, I've positioned myself correctly already to reap the gains of my portfolio. That's all I got for you in today's video. Thank you so much for watching the entirety of it. I hope you find this very helpful and at least a little bit entertaining, learning about other people's investment portfolios. If you have any questions regarding my stock portfolio, anything else, my numbers, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your feedback. If you like content just like this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also share this video. And if you are on Instagram, please add me there at DailyDread as a friend so that we can chat, collaborate, and maybe even exchange some ideas. Thank you again so much for watching the video. Have an awesome and wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!